Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. We have some more free power over here, so let's go ahead and take it. It's not nice to say no to free power. This also needs to be connected somehow. And I do want first thing today to take care of, there it is, to take care of the fact that our dark fog farm production has decreased dramatically. It is not something I am very happy about. And basically what I think happened is this thing over here. This thing is the plasma sentry, and this has 224 damage. This has the high energy lasers are actually the ones that are most problematic. So what I might, I do believe that the high energy lasers unfortunately outrange our turrets. Although it kind of looks like this is the one that's actually killing the turrets. So let's have, I want to try something out. First of all, I need to push their base back a bit. That's a bit too much. Yeah, that is way too much. I want to get rid of these three things over here. Unknown structure. I'm guessing that this is future content. So let's try to... this is still way too much. This is just the right amount. So this should take care of a few things, and I am expecting now to not have issues, not have these be destroyed, and at the same time this should also cover this area. So let's get the turrets back. Power pole there, and another power pole needs to be over here. I'm guessing that one's no longer required. That one is one space off, and I do not like. Okay, so now we have an almost nice grid. Okay, let's... I want to get rid of a few things that I can... Oh, that's good enough. So let's see that if by doing this, so this was, I believe, the original defense line. Let's see that if by doing this we get more unit throughput. Because so we still don't get any guardians. We did get a laser turret destroyed, but that is irrelevant. Okay. What happens if I go a bit further? Okay, so I am going to assume that this actually had nothing to do with me backing off, but actually had everything to do with the fact that the base ran out of power. The base ran out of matter, and because it was out of matter, it cannot no longer spawn units at the same rate. Just a theory. I tried to find a bit more information on how this mechanic works, but unfortunately I wasn't able to gather much. We are at level 13, slowly getting closer to level 15. And still a very long way to go till level 24, which is the one where I actually want to get to. Let's head back home now that we've finished this little detour. And I want to head back home over here. Yes, over here. So we have our solar cells up. Next thing on the to-do list is titanium alloy. We're finally gonna be mass producing titanium alloy. This lane can go all the way up to here, so that is not a problem. Titanium alloy is produced in the regular assembly machines, which is great. And for titanium alloy, we need a lane length of 23. 23, I am trying to think in comparison to what did I build last? This one. Prisms is 27, and these are prisms, so I need to go 23, 27, that's a 4 difference. Way easier to basically just subtract than to try to do more complicated stuff. I will put it over here. And let's see. So I'll have this for ILS over here, then I will leave a bit more room than this. That does seem a bit cramped. Is this the max size? Yes, I think this is the max size. probably should start mining this depot as well. It is a fairly small one, so that's good. Cool, so that's gonna be this build. Get the ILS over here, and well, first of all, let's make sure that I remove all the requests. So titanium alloy, this is a 3 recipe, 3 ingredient build. We're gonna do a 2 to 4 in, 1 out, and well, length of 23. I've already said that. So it is titanium, steel, and acid. I'm also gonna put a request in for space warpers. Local demand, remote storage. This is gonna be remote demand, local storage, remote demand, local storage, and again, remote demand, local storage. I don't want to go crazy with this, and well, we have a problem. This is gonna be local demand, remote storage, and you're not gonna be getting warpers in. Clear this, because we also need to output titanium alloy, so it really helps with output when we have a place to output to. And we are already importing this in a different ILS, and I'm more than happy to just leave that there for now. It will become a bottleneck if I have just one ILS importing and 5 or 6 drawing resources out of it, but I don't think that's gonna be the case for this one. We're slowly getting resources in, so let's look at the build. And I'm gonna put these ones down. To begin with, I will be using the tier 3 machines from now on, obviously. Titanium. So, getting back to what I was saying earlier, there's gonna be 1 3-lane scene, the shared lane out in the middle, now I do have to check my notes to actually see the total throughput for titanium alloy. We're gonna have a total of just 75 items per second. That seems really low, but well, those are the numbers. So 75 items per second, that is 2 belts and a bit of spare change. I might be considering splitting this over here I do have a bit of extra room, and then getting 2 belts out just for consistency. And let's see, I will do one of the fairly usual builds. 4 8 belts in, 9 with proliferation. I'll have 11 belts out. I might actually get the 4th one from the back here. This will obviously be 2 and 2. Proliferator is gonna come out the middle. The outbound lanes are gonna be over here this time. This one is now over here. So you're gonna be merging in like this. So this is gonna be sulfuric acid. Yeah, it did look wrong. I think that this is going to be a problem over here. Oh, actually, that can be like that. That can be like that. And let's see. I will keep this lane over here. One here. This should give me enough room to squeeze in a belt over there, and maybe one here. And the idea is that I'll use a splitter. I need to split all the lanes. So I need to make sure that I have enough clearance. So you're gonna go like this, and this one is maybe gonna come. Okay, if I get this one all the way over here. I can then get this one to run over like this. This one to go like this. And this one well, I can get this one like this one like this. I can move this one step closer. And in terms of outputs, I think I'll move this one. Come on, please copy this. This should still be able to output there. This should still be able to output there, and this one over there. This one will obviously not be able to I think that still looks rather unique and interesting. I do want to check my production. So combat wise, I want to check here. Did that have any impact? No impact, which is really unfortunate. There will be one more over here, and also that one will be over. Really? Over here, yes. That looks great. That leaves enough room for... I guess I can move that one space further. So for once I actually left enough room for everything. Collide with other object. I guess that would be an option. Not an option that I like, but an option. So let's take a look at these belts. This one goes over here and this one goes over here. Okay, so those are all the inputs, almost all the inputs fully connected. These are all the inputs fully connected. Now there's always the possibility of me taking this belt out. I would really prefer... Can I move this one step closer? No, this is the closest, unfortunately. And I do not want to move that one closer either. So on this side, this is an option. And this will also allow me to merge this. On this side, unfortunately, that's not an option. Oh. I can only see one solution to this. So again, not an option. So this goes like that. That's a fairly nice symmetry over there, and I should... still be able to connect over here. And well, obviously there's gonna be one thing that I'll need to undo, but actually no, this is good. This is good, this is working. Let's make sure that this actually has the recipe. Now, I haven't tried yeah, I haven't tried getting a belt through here. So this whole system relies on the fact that with factories, I actually want to double check if it's okay. Factories take up more space. And if I make this basically take almost as much space as the factory, no, just exactly as much space as the factory, I can get that belt in here. Is gonna be more clean. So yeah, this is the setup that we'll need to do. You can connect power through there. Now, are there better setups? Maybe. I do like this one though, so... this needs to... go over here. Now... I think that the sorters have enough throughput at this point to not have to worry about which ingredient goes where. I really wish there would be a way to mirror builds, because I wouldn't have to manually drag all of the belts, just some of them. I think that if I leave the belt to here, I can copy paste these. But before I do any of that, let me check my production tab. Is my proliferation still completely gone? Or am I using all of the... okay, production is up. Consumption is pretty much on par with production. I think that means I just need to get more proliferation happening. Not all that stressed at this point. So that's that one. This is gonna be titanium. This is gonna be steel. And this is gonna be... I think that the output was off. Yeah, it was just the output that was off. Nothing to worry about. Let's get that back in there. All of them working. That's really great. All of them working? Yes. And let's see, copy this. Can I get as close as that? No, as I was expecting that. But yeah, the belts should be automatically merging now. Let's get a few more construction drones to help us. This looks like a good length of things. Nice, we're making progress with getting this to max level. I want to have a quick look at the research tree, make sure that there's nothing important that I need to research. Like this. Warp speed. Energy shield, I don't know if it's that critical, but I'll queue it up. I'm not in that big of a hurry with that technology. Final level of vertical construction, sure. This one. Those ones are really great. And queue is full. All of these are working. We did have to leave a space in between, but I think this is a pretty dense, compact build. I like it. And well, I am actually going... how many is this? These are 20 out of a length of 22. So I guess I left a bit of a buffer on that side as well. But I do want to start with the next build. We're not going to be able to complete that in this episode, but I just want to get the ball rolling on that one. And we are going to be building frame materials. Now, this build is going to require... is going to have a bit of imbalance in the number of belts. So this is a 411 input. We'll have just one lane for output. 411, that is a total of 6 belts, 7 belts with proliferation, 8 belts with 8 belts with output. Now The question is, do I want to take this to a... I think I could do a 6-2-2. Yeah, I'll probably go with 6, 2, and 2 in total. Let me check my notes over here. So if I go 6, 2, and 2, that's gonna be a full utilization of the input belts, and it will have an impact on the throughput. So I will actually go with that. Oh, where? On Sirius 1. Okay. I guess the last thing that I am doing in this episode is warping over to Sirius 1 and figuring out what they're destroying. I'm guessing that's gonna be on the other side of the planet, obviously. I still have my defenses up. They're not doing irreparable damage, but I would still rather not have to deal with this. Okay, let's take care of that first. Cool, no more bases here. Now, did I see another base? There is only the one base here, that's good. I want to check Sirius. Okay, there was a base there as well. I was pretty sure that that would be the base that's attacking, and I can respond faster than that. But I guess I was wrong. Steel is one of those builds that I've never actually expanded. Let's see where the dark fog. It is over this way. Do I have any sort of power around? Yes, coming over from this side. There's no connection, so I need to make one. That is good. More items are always appreciated. Anyway, frame materials, that's gonna have a length of 30. I will still reference it to this one. So prisms is 27, 30 means that we have, well, 3 more. 3 more from here is over here, that means this is the reference point. And I will keep 5 squares worth of space. I think 5 squares worked out quite nicely for this build. It gave me just enough room to make the setup that I wanted. And I will once again mark the space that's available. Okay. This is actually not gonna be available space. This is gonna be mineable. I will keep this over here and unmark this one. There's also gonna be a bit of a buffer there, but I am not worried about that space right now. I think this is gonna be more than enough. And as a last thing for this episode, let's set down the inputs and outputs. So this one is gonna be frame materials, and we're gonna have carbon nanotubes, the titanium that we have just placed down, titanium alloy, and silicon. This is gonna increase our silicon demand by quite a bit. Hopefully we'll be able to manage that. So this is gonna be remote demand, this is gonna be local demand, and this is gonna be remote demand. You're gonna be outputting titanium alloy. No, you're gonna be outputting frame materials. Really nice to see that we were able to request everything on the spot, even without power here. So once we set up power and connect this to something, hopefully I'll remember to clear this up once I get power, all the power poles down. But that's all gonna be in the next episode. For now, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you here next time.